The terminal disease of superficiality. I believe this goes far beyond Mr. Trump, a mere symptom of our nation's terminal disease of superficiality. The consequences of narcissism are so horrible across the world, lost in the bloody blindness of the existential belief that only the fleeting pleasures of this world are important. The world of mere things, where even people are objects to be used for pleasure or for power. There is a prevalent and persistent brutal conceit, a great human insecurity that appears to be heroic, but really only overcompensates for a petty and unimaginative rationalism that has no inner strength and is all about the facade and the apparent strength that once was called a man's man, a kind of James Bond ethos. It is a false and fictional selflessness, a lack of any real thoughtful inner being, devoid of empathy, sympathy, introspection, or any real sense of identity. This false and exaggerated fiction is the sickness within pampered and satiated rich men that admire violence and a brutality that hates and fears any hint of their disowned weakness and projects that fear on women and innocence and powerlessness as they fearfully court as much power as they can gobble to fill that inner void. Now, this is not the elevated human consciousness that can lead and guide a nation. Such deep and serious a responsibility really belongs in the hands of the best of us, not those who are nurtured in a society that has been co-opted by the mega-wealthy for their own bloated and sociopathic selfish interest only. Men epitomized by Trump work only to promote themselves in an empty billboard brand, a humanity made wholly as a commercial advertisement and made up out of nothing. They seize power if they can get it in their unerring conceit that they deserve it all, without any notion of what to do to ensure the progression and evolution of the human race and civilization. But these great things of humane and enlightened statecraft that reduce suffering and inequality and injustice as civilization evolves are sacred. If a nation ignores this great responsibility to succeeding generations, it will have to face the consequences of history, which will eventually cause the society to break down and become more obsolete and destructive of civilization and life and all things good and life-sustaining. This false and brutal decay continues to rot society and the people in it until the corrupt institution allows this petty facade of the false self to rise to the top in a parody of what is good for all, but is actually only for the wealthy few, and has become only the thin illusion of the ultimate in human society, limiting and stalling human progression severely. Instead of encouraging and inspiring it, it lauds only those tiny human values of selfishness and materialism, violence, sexism, and racism, the perverted offspring of evil conceit. These are the remaining false values that are fostered, like grubs under rocks, when the government is made for, by, and of the money. This present abomination of Trump is the result of this horrible plague of human neglect that has brought us to this lowest point. But what is emerging beneath the rotten decay of this militant empire of the last 100 years of mechanized war is an enlightened populace of informed and creative and compassionate people, ready to do whatever it takes to elevate the concepts of a greater, loving, and peaceful, and generous, and tolerant humanity to save the future of all life from extinction.